Hello guys, welcome in today's crypto technical analysis, and today as usual we'll be looking at the BTC and Ethereum price actions. Before we start, I've got a small request from you guys. If you guys are learning and enjoying from the content, do not forget to like the video, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and activate the bell so you do not miss the accurate market updates. Starting from a weekly time frame. In the last 2 weeks, as you saw, these two bear candles as a result from the new all-time high, we're down 53%. Not much to talk about on the weekly time frame. Moving on to a daily time frame. When we look into a daily time frame, price action got stuck literally within this area. It will be shown clearly under a lower time frames. And also, there was a very important fib levels as well under a higher time frame. We will be discussing that under a lower time frame, as I said. Moving on to a 4-hour time frame. Before we start multiple time frame analysis, I would like to recap from the last video. So in the last video that we've been following, we had a resistance 3, resistance 2, which is a major ceiling, and this is where the bears will dictate us whether the price will go up or they will dump us again. Either we will see a dump or the correction in the market. So this is a real battle zone for the bulls between bears. In the last video, dollar to dollar rejection from the lower line of this resistance, and I also mentioned that we will see a small rejection from there and we will see a continuation towards the upside. So yesterday that we were inside this resistance and we got again rejection from that level. And as you can see, in 2 minutes 44 seconds, we're going to close the 4-hour candle. And right at this moment, the condition of the 4-hour time frame, it doesn't look good. As long as you keep raising your stop losses, and you shouldn't be worried about this trade. So the target level is going to be at around the lower line of this major ceiling and the upper line of this resistance. So as I mentioned in my previous videos, holding the lower line of this support number 2, as well as the under higher time frame, there's 0.5 level that will give us a target number 1, which is the resistance number 1, and also that, as you can see, upper line of this resistance matched with our 0.618 golden zone. And then the next target zone, I'll be watching at around the lower line of this resistance number 2 and then the upper line of this resistance number 2. So from the entry, you've been already up by 24% spot profit. So if you're a leverage trader, you did the maths. Before we move on to multiple time frame analysis, if you want to learn all this technical analysis what I'm showing, and if you want to become profitable and independent professional trader, or you're interested in the institutional trading system, you can message me via Telegram at Magnate8, and one-on-one intense mentorship is available. The course only takes you 5 to 10 hours to master, and during the course you will learn day trading, i.e. scalping, swing trading, and as well as the long-term as an investor trading systems. Moving on to a daily time frame. As you can see, the daily time frame got stuck literally between support number 1 and then the resistance number 1. So there is not much update on the daily time frame. Right at this moment, daily time frame still under the bear's control. However, the price action keep trying to push towards the major ceiling. When we look into a higher time frame, Fibonacci levels, as you can see, after holding 0.5 dollar to dollar, cent to cent with the bullish engulfing, now the price action trying to test the 0.618, the golden zone. Moving on to a 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame, as I kept mentioning, 57,000 and 57,500 level was crucial for the bulls to hold. However, 3 candles, as you can see, the bears showed their power, and with the 4th candle, you can see we saw a sharp decline in the market, retesting the support which we had around 50 and 51,500 levels, and we couldn't hold it, and we saw a sharp decline in the market. So right at this moment, 4-hour time frame is heavily under the bear's control. 2-hour time frame. When we look into a 2-hour time frame, 57,000, again the same levels, and 57,600, bulls couldn't hold it, and we saw a sharp decline in the market. Current condition of the 2-hour time frame, as you can see, we are in a consolidation. As I mentioned in my last video, as long as we're going to be staying above the upper line of this resistance line, number 1, then 2-hour starts giving us a bullish signal, and with this signal we can go all the way up to a lower line of this resistance number 2. 1-hour time frame. Under 1-hour time frame, as soon as we hold the lower line of this support number 2, we entered into a bullish territory, retested perfectly. Since then, 1-hour time frame is under the bulls territory. However, we have to be cautious about the resistance number 1. As you can see, under lower time frame, number of time rejection from here, second time again, over 5 candles got rejection right from there. And then third time again, we kept rejecting. If 1 hour time frame comes inside the support number 1, then 1 hour time frame will be under the consolidation. In order to go to the lower line of this resistance line at around $45,000, we need to look into 2 hour and then 4 hour time frames. As long as 2 hour time frame starts giving a bullish signal, so I think there won't be any issue that we will be going towards the $45,000. So in the coming hours, lower line of this support number 1 is going to be very important. However, it seems quite bullish and it should hold this upper line of this support number 1, which is 38,500 level. As soon as we're going to get the confirmation on the 2 hour time frame, again, as I said, we will be heading towards the $45,000. In order to be bullish on the 2 hour time frame, we have to break the $41,500 range. However, in order to be bullish on the 4 hour time frame, we have to break this major ceiling. If we can manage to break that, then the next resistance is going to be 618 on the Fibonacci golden zone, which is going to be around 52,000 level. Moving on to Ethereum. In the last video, I said this higher time frame resistance as well as the 6.18, the golden zone, it will not be easy for the bulls to break. And I also gave the timeline in the next 48 hours and 72 hours on the lower time frame and a mid time frame. I didn't expect the bulls to break this 3,000 and 3,100 range. So as you can see, we're literally stuck the lower line of this resistance line. With the opening of the today's candle, we tested dollar to dollar, cent to cent, the higher time frame resistance. We managed to go and break the resistance number 1. However, the bears are showing their powers and pushing the price down. So in order to be bullish on the daily time frame, we have to break 3,100 and 3,200 levels. Moving on to a 4 hour time frame. In the last video and via Twitter, I updated this was a very important level of Fibonacci level, which was around 1,700 range. As soon as we hold and closed above support number 1, I said we will highly likely will go all the way up until 618, the golden zone, as well as this higher time frame resistance. So from the last video, as you remember, we had a dollar to dollar rejection from 618. On the lower time frame, I was expecting the price to go a bit further down, testing the upper line of this support. If one take this trade from the upper line of this support number 1, you've been already up by 46% in a matter of couple of days. That's a spot profit, 46%. If you're a leverage trader, you do the maths for yourself. So again, 4 hours started giving some hope, as long as I said, managing to break 3,200 and 3,100 level, 4 hour will be start moving towards the bulls territory. However, the level of high time frame resistance is a critical zone for the bulls in order to protect. If we're going to lose, which I'm not giving too much weight, if we're going to lose, then we will see a support number 2. Moving on to 2 hour time frame. 2 hour time frame trying to keep print a higher highs. However, right at this moment, 2 hour time frame is in the consolidation zone. Again, the 3,100, 3,200, where the bears are dictating where the price goes up or down. In order to be bullish on the 2 hour time frame, we have to break 3,000 and 3,100 levels. 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour time frame, as soon as we broke upper line of this support, came retested perfectly, and then 1 hour time frame moved into the bullish territory. Right at this moment, 1 hour time frame is extremely bullish, and therefore I'm not expecting that we're going to break this high time frame resistance. In the coming days, I'm expecting we're going to reach 3,100 and 3,200 levels. And as long as we're going to get a bullish confirmation on the 1 hour and 2 hour time frames, we will be heading towards the upside. And the next level to watch out is going to be 3,300 and 3,500 levels. Before I finish this video, all I can say is keep raising your stop loss and protect your capital. We came to an end of this episode, and if you guys enjoyed it, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.